G'day Warbanders and welcome back to another video, this time on Dawn of War Definitive Edition. I thought I'd just give a nice replay of my 1v1 as guard on the ranked ladder on 1v1 and just sort of give you my thoughts and opinions on how to play guard in the early game. Again, there's multiple ways you can go about it with guard, but also the most straightforward way is just to build guardsmen and then I get that hero unit out, and I'll just show you how to play, guard in the early game. And of course, this won't work against every faction, but I'm starting to get these early wins in the early brackets pretty well by just following this very simple opening. So we start the game, and I like building my infantry command straight up. And I should have built it closer to my strategic point because that protects it a bit more. And I immediately queue up 2 guardsmen and a builder, simply because I want to have more builders building more listening posts, and also to get those 2 guardsmen out capping objectives, which is what I want. My opponent, he's gone out with some weird build order here with the Scout Marines, which are a sort of weak unit. They're great for taking over objectives and very cheap, but I'm not sure. I don't play Space Marines a lot, so I'm not sure if this is a great build at all. It looks very newbie. And yeah, with guard, you always want to play aggressive. A lot of people think that guard is like in this game is a really defensive faction, but it's not. Like, you got to play really aggressively, otherwise he's going to get stomped. Even when you're your regular dudes, you have to play aggressive. Always just kiting enemy units, and just continually applying pressure. You can see how I'm just going after my objectives. My opponent this is a good example of what not to do, is ignore your strategic points. Like, there is some merit, I guess, for going after the relic, but you just ignore your home objective, which is a bit weird. So you always got to think in RTS is you want to get as much resources as possible. And how do you get that in Dawn of War? You do that by getting lots of map control, which is what I like to do. I like to just go for the map control at the start. But also keep in mind, you want to apply aggression when you see it. If you see they're weak, you go straight for them with the guardsmen. And also, I don't like to reinforce my guardsmen squads until they're right into the action, because you're just wasting money. You want to save your money for more squads, or even better, tier up or listening posts. More importantly, you got to get those listening posts up, because again, you got to think of your listening posts as your resource gathering units or buildings. You can see here my opponent's gone for a weird play. He's going to go build a minefield here in a second, which is a very strange choice. Again, this opponent wasn't really the best player in the world, but it just shows you what not to do in this game. If you try and play defensive like this and build weird minefields, it's not a good idea. And I still just apply pressure, kill it, and then I'm going to come over and just murder his builder unit soon. And I'm not like focusing in one area. I'm just trying to get map control in the corners of the map here, as you can see. As you can see, my micro is not the best because I leave some units just standing still for a couple of minutes or something. And I like to put a commissar squad on my guardsmen. And as you can see, I'm pressing the advantage because that hero unit is going to be your DPS. He's a great early unit to get out as a guard. You want to get him out straight away as soon as possible, because he'll just cut through like his enemy units like crazy. And I like to go for the priest first because he does a lot of damage, a lot of DPS. And I like to go for the psyker because it reveals infiltrated units, but that probably wasn't the best option for this type of faction, because I don't think they have a lot of infiltrators like the other factions do. So I would have gone for a commissar instead. As you can see here, I got about 1, 2, 3, 4 guardsman squads, which is a pretty healthy number to have in the early game. And as you can see, I'm just applying pressure, continually applying pressure. In any RTS game, do not just sit around. You got to use your units, whether that's capturing points or just harassing. And I just move in and I'm just killing these Space Marines here. I get my hero in there. As you can see here, my character just comes in, just cuts them down. Like these fucking Space Marines, they just get murdered like the game is over at this point. Like, just don't be afraid to chuck your guardsmen in there, because while they may be weak, you know, that commissar unit there has the ability that allows them to shoot faster, and it improves their morale. And he's got his hero unit out, but it's already too late. My guardsmen just sort of shooting him down. My character unit is killing him. Got the chainsaw dude, hit him in the back, and he just folds. So as you can see here, just constantly applying pressure. I think that's what's going to win you your early games in the lower brackets, if you just apply pressure. Because this Dawn of War, I've noticed, is like a very high stakes game where, you know, if you fuck up the early game massively, it's really hard to come back. So, you know, this is how you win as the Emperor's Own, the Imperial Guard, just doing the law accurate way of all these guardsmen coming in, just shooting up the place. And of course, if you're struggling with dealing with the enemy, I suggest that you go to tier 2, you rush, so you know, you're trying to hold your own, and then you go into tier 2 if you're still struggling. And I like to go for the Hellhound rush. So if I'm you know, struggling and, you know, it's evenly matched, like unlike this match, you know, I'll go for the Hellhounds, and you do that by building the mechanized building, which is what I would do. But of course, they won the early game, so you can rush as the guard. It's a rushy faction if you play it well with the hero unit straight away. And this is how I've won my early games, is that they just can't defeat that hero unit. And the only thing they could do is like build their own hero unit, which this guy just got clowned on with that dude there. He's just down on the ground. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my video, my little breakdown. I'm not a pro player, guys, but you know, I played RTS a lot, and I've been finding this strategy, this build here, you know, this early build. It's an opening. It's not like I'm covering everything, but yeah, guys, please comment your feelings. Do you feel like this is a good build for your early game? I think it is, as you know, a guard player. But yeah, guys, I'll see you in the next video. If you want to see more, thumbs up. I'll definitely make more 1v1s. Also ones that I lose, and just have a look at my gameplay. But yeah, guys, see ya.